What's happening, guys? Chris VA Travels, about to visit Fort Monroe down here in Hampton, Virginia, Old Point Comfort. And yeah, I got down here a little early, so I pulled over to read the sign, take a look at this gun. But yeah, this thing, fort was begun in 1819, named of course after President James Monroe. It was in Union possession throughout the Civil War, McClellan's base during the Peninsula Campaign, and of course Jefferson Davis was imprisoned here after the war. So yeah, visitor center is right up there. Oh, okay, there's another gun. And then this pretty impressive building too. There's no sign on it. I don't know what it is, but yeah, over here, the Rodman gun. Yeah, this thing's pretty big. All right, so Seacoast 8-inch converted Rodman, U.S. model 1861, serial number 5. It was originally a 10-inch smoothbore gun, but I'll let you pause and read. But wow. And yeah, I think this is going to be a little bit of a longer video. There's a lot to see. Let me go read. I'm sure this gun's going to be pretty much the same thing. And I'm going to make a separate video on the pretty cool cedar over here, actually. All right, is this another Rodman? Oh, all right, so over there, oh, that's the Fort Monroe YMCA. Yeah, another Rodman gun right here. So yeah, I think that plaque, serial number 68. Let's see what this says. All right, veterans of the Battle of the Bulge. All right. Pretty nice emblem right there. You've got the parachute, pine trees. Yeah, all right. So, yeah, pretty nice display. Another Rodman over there. And, all right, let me get a shot of the front of this building. And as always, Flemish Bond brickwork. And you'll see the headers darken, and that thing would have glistened back in the day. Oh, pretty impressive entrance. Quite a fan light up there. Pretty cool. Pretty impressive building. Don't know what it is, but... And over here, I guess, yeah, the moat surrounding the fort. Oh, yeah, so the actual fort. Cool. Okay, so before going in, read this plaque. Fort Algernon. Evil Captain John Radcliffe built the fort 1609, 1614. It was a stockade containing 50 people and 7 cannon. 1632, the fort was rebuilt. Discontinued after 1667. 1727, a new fort, Fort George, was ordered built here. It was destroyed by a hurricane in 1749. So, cool. All right, let's go in and check this place out. But again, Worcester Hall. And it was the Coast Artillery School Library. Okay, there he is, Brigadier General John Wisser. Nice little epaulets there. Cool bow tie. But I think this is where, I don't know, there's a lady. Maybe I'll go over here. All right, pretty cool cone on this building, and very large building over there. All right. Oh, cool pediment up there. A little urn with a flame on the top. Egg and dart pattern. Again, sandstone. Oh, check it out. This is the high water mark for Hurricane Isabel, 2003. And I remember that. I was living in Richmond at the time. Yeah, they shut the road I lived on down. A couple trees had fallen across it. And so I guess this island was kind of underwater. The height to which floodwaters of August 23rd, 1933 reached. Wow, okay. So there's no sledding within the inner fort. All right. Crabbing and fishing is prohibited. Wow, here we go. Definitely medieval vibes. Wow, the ceiling's pretty low. Check out the hinges here. So they probably had a big, thick door. Oh, I thought maybe that said something, but Oh yeah, big old vaulted ceiling. All right. Yeah, I need to get moving though. Okay, looks like that's been closed off. Over here, the old cistern. Check that out. All right. One of several large cisterns shown on the map from 1834. No potable water was ever found on Old Point Comfort. Although one well sunk more than 900 feet, the garrison had to depend on cistern water and water brought in from wells off the mainland. Oh yeah. Okay, cool. All right, so the first stop is going to be right up here. It's the Casement Museum. And that's where Confederate President Jefferson Davis was imprisoned after the Civil War. I'm going to do a separate video on that. But yeah, it's a pretty decent sized museum. Yeah, you go in right up there and you exit over here. So yeah, that's stop number 1 on the Fort Monroe tour. Oh, and the sign back there said this is the largest fortification ever built in the United States. Oh, here we go, confinement of Jefferson Davis. In this casement, Jefferson Davis, President of the Confederate States, was confined May 22nd until October 2nd, 1865. As his health suffered in the casement, he was removed to Carroll Hall in the fortress. All right, where he remained from October 65 until May of 67. When he was released on bail, he was never brought to trial. Hear the bells in the background. Honoring John Craven. His humanity, intelligence, companionship, and professional skill lightened the monotony and loneliness in the physical suffering of Jefferson Davis. Okay. And what is this? Memory of first U.S. regular Army officer killed in action during the Civil War, Lieutenant John Trout Gribble. Stack of cannonballs. It looks like a 6-sided fort. It looks like building number 1. Here we are, Casement Museum. Yeah, I'm going to take a look at that lighthouse. And you can pause and read. Oh, there's a great bird's eye view right there. Wow, okay. Oh, yeah, we've got a little beach there. Stop number 2 would be the Pet Cemetery. .3-inch ordnance rifle, model 1861. Okay, should get a good view from up here. Oh, Tippy. Who's Tippy? 1967 until 1979. A few graves. Oh, all right, so looks like they would have had some guns, I assume, up here. Ah, dog right here. Our hero hound, Scout Johnson. Oh, you can't really. Let me walk over and see if there's any sort of view over on this side. So, lots of pets buried up here at the pet cemetery. Can't make that one out. Oh, all right. See the bay out there? Good shot of the moat. And let me walk over there where the flag is. Wow, they would have had a lot of guns if that's what these... Alright, so Perry was buried over here. Oh, I'm sorry. I think that says Peppy. Peppy was buried over here. Oh, Goldie. Died 6 years old. Yogi Welker. Beloved poodle. Okay, made it 17 years old. Oh, cool. All right. Just kind of an observation point, maybe. Oh, there's the lighthouse over there. Let me see. Just another shot of the moat. And I see some ducks. Things whipping pretty good. Let's see, a retreat. Retreat is a custom first used by the French army and dates back to the Crusades. Oh, real old marker over here. So, shot of Hampton roads. Yeah, bunch of aircraft carriers over there. That must be Newport News, maybe. A little foggy. I didn't need to put any money in, but yeah, you could see out there. Looks like that flagstaff was stop number 4 down there. Stop number 3, building 17. That's what I'll be checking out next. Come across, get a better look. Looks like now it's part of the National Park Service's headquarters. Huge double portico you'll see on here. But yeah, Second Lieutenant Robert E. Lee was here with his young wife Mary. And he was responsible for directing large engineering projects during the fort's construction. Cool, all right. Obstructed by trees, but probably nothing too much to see back here, and pretty much a twin building next door. Porches all around. Alright, well, I'll just get a shot from this side. I can't. Oh, there's a gate right here. I'll just go through this gate. But wow, what a nice shortcut that would have been, but they've got it blocked off, so anyway. Okay. Here you go. One-time residence of young Robert E. Lee. A couple of dormers up there. The thing probably provides some nice shade while you're hanging out on the porch. Okay, so let me find stop number 5. Yeah, again, there you go, stop 4. Flagstaff Bastion. Yeah, Sun City get nice. Here we are, stop number 5, Chapel of the Centurion. All right, Sunday services at 8:30. Little cannonballs right there in the stained glass window. Dedicated in 1858, the Chapel of the Centurion was designed by noted architect Robert Upton. And here's the front. I'm gonna go up there, look at these plaques. In memory of Colonel Julian McAllister, who as a first lieutenant at Fort Monroe was responsible for the erection of this chapel. Chapel of the Centurion. 3 big windows back here. No information on this building, but I'll just take a closer look at it. Looks like Fort Monroe Chaplain's office. Right here it's saying Casement 21, Boy Scouts of America, Troop 13. They've got meetings Thursday nights. Cool. Alright. It's a fallout shelter also, or was at one time. Okay, let me find stop number 6. And here's the main gate right here. Crosses over the moat, takes you to the mainland. I told you, very narrow. So if you have a large truck, I guess, be careful. But, yeah. Old building right here, old wood frame building. A little rundown. Oh yeah, alright, so obviously, okay, there it is. Are they going to do some sort of demonstration? Might have showed up right on time. Cool. Okay, so what is this? So check this out. This tree planted with authentic soil from Omaha Beach, Normandy, France, commemorates the 40th anniversary of Allied forces landing on June 6, 1944. It stands as a memorial to sacrifices in battle and a tangible symbol of our heritage. It was planted June 6, 1984. So here we are, 41 years later. 41-year-old tree. Not that big. And check this out. Is that a man? That's a mannequin in the window. Kind of creeped me out at first, but pointing, so I don't know what's going on. Alright, he's been there for a while, so I think I'm going to walk on past. But the Lincoln gun, it was cast in 1816, the first 15-inch Rodman gun, and we've already seen a Rodman gun, so its range was more than 4 miles. Wow. Alright, so it says projectile. So it looks like they're firing over there. Okay. That guy's filming, so I could probably get closer. Oh boy, this one's really dilapidated. Doing some rehabilitation on building 14, it appears. Cool. Well, I'm glad they're bringing it back to life. Another old one over here. Number 7, the Algernon. I know I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. Oak. And here it is. Yeah, this thing is pretty big. It's over 400 years old. Oh, wow. Okay. I'm only getting the line of fire. Cool. But yeah, this oak, it's over 400 years old. And it was named after that first fort that was built back in 1609. Yeah, pretty gnarly. Yeah, I'm surprised the branches aren't on the ground, but they've probably had them cut back. Yeah, they've got all these little shortcuts blocked off. But straight ahead, quarters number 1. East gate exit. Let me see what this plaque has to say. Oh, this thing used to say Jefferson Davis Memorial Park. Bah. Alright, so 2019. And it was probably when they were taking all those statues down. They probably, 1956 it was dedicated. Oh, maybe I should have walked further when I was up there because I'm seeing plaques. And yeah, again, no sledding. And does that thing cut through? Because if so, this is a very long building. Okay, engineering headquarters, it says. Oh, alright, so I found it. It's over here. I was at the wrong building. Fort Monroe, quarters number 1. This is the first building built. In this house, President Abraham Lincoln stayed during his visit May 6 to 11th, 1862. It was here that President Lincoln, General Wool, and Commodore Goldenborough planned the attack on Norfolk. First off, let me see what's... I hope there's another way to get up there because it looks like there's... I missed some stuff. Oh, another real thin cut through. Here it is, quarters number 1, constructed 1819. This building is the oldest house inside the moat. Originally served as the constructing engineers' quarters and later the commanding officers' quarters. Abraham Lincoln, of course, has stayed here, Marquis de Lafayette, and King Kalakua of the Kingdom of Hawaii. Cool. I guess I can kind of walk in here. Pretty nice millwork there. And I guess that takes you down to the cellar. See if I can see inside. Probably it's an empty building. Nothing down there. All right. And wrapping behind the building, okay, so behind the building looks like just kind of a bay exit right there, but nothing too special. There you go, first building built inside the moat, going back to 1819, long time ago. And it looks like I can walk up here. All right, we've got some Lord of the Rings going on over here. Wow, looks like that takes you into a secret bunker or something right there. Yeah, great shot. What those pipes are on the roof. Awesome, all right, yeah, cool. Nice wraparound porch, double portico. Actually, number 9 is going to be a water battery that is up here. So let me see if I can... I'll cut right through up here. Looks like I'm not the first to do so. Okay. All right, so we got that closed off. Looks like you can walk around. Can't really see anything. So is this it? A lot of graffiti. I don't know what these pillars would be. Alright, I'm going to walk up here. Oh wow, huge cargo ship leaving out there. Boy, you wonder where that thing's going. And I need to go down and cut through that gate I was looking at earlier. Front of the building. Alright guys, cutting through, 10-foot clearance. Yeah, as you could guess, there's a really musty smell walking through here. Big crack right there. Some patchwork up there. Okay, so I think I take a left to get to a lot of these no sledding signs, but cool. All right. What is that, like a cone in the water? There's a sign right here. Looks Looks like some sort of, looks like a bus stop over there. Well, this is nothing. I was decommissioned in 2011. Provided coastal defense at Chesapeake Bay and served the artillery school of Army here in the early 1800s through the end of World War II. During that time, the Army fired unknown numbers of cannonballs, Patriot rounds, and other ammunition from the fort and built mines to use in the harbor. Oh, actually, number 9 is over here, the water battery. I guess I didn't have to climb up there. Glad I did. Saw a pretty cool container ship, I guess, but over here, yeah, this is a water battery. And this thing was completed in 1821, and it was part of a series of casemates housing 42 cannons that supplemented the fort's original defenses. Today, only the powder magazine remains. All right, that was the water battery. Off to stop 10, which is going to be down that way. I apologize for any wind noise. I've actually got a nicer microphone with a big dead cat to block it out, but I didn't think to bring it. Still headed to number 10. Just kind of an observation building or something right there. Pretty old, obviously. What is this building? Off limits. But there's a sign over here. Might say something. Wow, hazardous. Check out this door. Okay. I see the lighthouse right around the corner. Yeah, let me see what this sign has to say. Dang. Wooden door over here. Shelf over there. Battery Parrot. Battery Parrot was a relatively modern Endicott emplacement designed to defend Hampton Roads from attacking battleships. Constructed between 1902 and 1904. It was armed with technically advanced modeled 1900 12-inch guns on model 1901 LF disappearing cartridges. All right. And yeah, showing off the size of the gun's barrel. Fits right inside. All right, so we made it. Number 10, the Endicott era batteries. So I guess that's what maybe we were looking at. What is that, like some sort of outhouse or something? Yeah. All right, completed 1905. I think it's gonna say what that sign just said. Yeah, had the 12-inch disappearing guns. Oh, check that out. Oh, you can walk up there. I'll let you pause real quick if you want to read. The battery was a light rapid-fire battery with 4 12-inch 15-pounder guns. All right, let's get a closer look at these things. And what is this right here? Nasty mold in there. Let me get the sun behind me. So yeah, 4 of these things. They've got it roped off. It looks like you could used to be able to walk down there. Wow, okay. Oh, and I see the beach over there. Looks like a couple of people hanging out. Yeah, pier over there. All right. Oh yeah, lighthouse. Not a very tall lighthouse, but that's it for Battery Irwin. And the lighthouse should be right over here. Oh, there it is. Wow, that's a tiny lighthouse. Old Point Comfort Lighthouse. I could throw a rock up there. Alright, so I'll tell you, this thing was built in 1802. It's the oldest structure on Old Point Comfort and the second oldest lighthouse on the Chesapeake. It was built by the British and used as an observation tower during the War of 1812. Today it's operated by the United States Coast Guard and is an active aid to navigation. This thing's still being used. Yeah, it's also saying it remains an active navigational aid. So yeah, maybe this sign's kind of old, 1988. But yeah, used during the War of 1812, the tower was used as a lookout by the British invasion force while they attacked Washington. The adjacent house was the lightkeeper's quarters, and it was used until 1973 when the lighthouse became automated. Yeah, I didn't bother bringing my drone. I know I wouldn't be able to fly it here. Oh, here we go. I know it'll be locked, but... Alright, so number 11's off the list, the Old Point Comfort Lighthouse. African Landing Memorial should be up here according to the map. I'm looking for a sign. I see a bunch of plaques down there. There's all kinds of hidden entrances around here. I'm going to cut to the right. There's battleships over there. So these signs must have to do with that landing. So I guess, I don't know if they're working on this or what, but the sign saying that the 3 sculpted elements, you'll see the relief. My camera acts weird if I point down. These figures in this arc, they are representing the journey of African Americans that came from the kingdom of Dongo, Ndongo. These figures right here, this is Antony, Antoney, and Isabella. Yeah. So, alright, let's see what this is. Just the artist, the site. Alright, so I guess in the future this is what it's going to look like. Okay, can't get to this one, but there it is, number 12. You can pause and read. Alright, so this is a pretty old marker right here. Kind of a timeline, but there it is during the Civil War, 1861. So number 13, an engineering wharf. Another sign I guess I can't get to. Alright, so yeah, alright, we're walking down the Engineer Wharf. The original wharf was built here in 1818 to receive construction materials for Fort Monroe. Currently it's just open for public use, just for fishing and sightseeing. But and sea turtles are endangered marine reptiles, often become entangled in hooks on fishing lines. Ugh. Alright. don't know what that is right there. Something that came off a ship or a pier. There's another right there. I don't know. Pretty cool. All right, so keep on trucking. Find spot 15, which is going to be down there. Fort Monroe, site of a memory. So it looks like most came from Angola, West Central Africa, and then of course the Gold Coast. And to tell you how the first slaves arrived in 1619, they were originally aboard a Portuguese ship called the San João Batista. I know I probably pronounced that wrong. It had left Veracruz, Mexico, and it was pirated by an English vessel. And they had seized 32 Africans, and they brought them here to the New World, and they traded them for supplies. So that's how they arrived. Yeah, they came aboard the White Lion. All right, so actually it was a Dutch ship that arrived. It was just being manned by a British crew. It was called the White Lion, and that's where the 20 and odd, really I guess it was 32 that arrived. And among the 32 were Anthony and Isabella that we saw the little statue of, and their son William was the first child of African ancestry known to have been born here, and that would be in 1624. All right, made it to stop number 15, the Bandstand at Continental Park. And it was built in 1934 by an African-American camp of the Civilian Conservation Corps and Work Progress Administration's laborers. Cool. All right, so it looks like they have events here at times. And what is that? The bandstand is reserved today for a special event. All right, there's a lady up there. Boy, guys, I apologize. I know there's some wind noise, but here we are, stop 16. This is the Chamberlain Hotel. It was constructed in 1928, and it was to replace the original that was built in 1896. Pretty grand building. Red Bull, iPhones, watches. Yeah, and you wonder what's on that thing. Probably some Osprey right there. Yeah, very grand building. And I like those oxide windows up there. But yeah, it almost kind of looks like a combination of the Cavalier and the Jefferson, with its kind of a little bit of an H shape like the Jefferson. But yeah, just old brick building. It's similar to the Cavalier. Okay, so actually I need to cut down the road over there. Maybe I can kind of cut across right here. Oh, and this serves as a senior living facility now. So, pretty relaxing place to retire. So yeah, still headed to building number 17. This isn't on the list, but kind of has Richardsonian Romanesque vibes to it. Cool tower right there. But yeah, I bet you that was built late 1800s or very, very early 1900s. And we're walking back across the visitor center. A little bit of a walk to get to this one. Pretty cool Navy flag right there. But up here, a Catholic church. This is the St. Mary's Star of the Sea Catholic Church. And some pretty nice stained glass windows on it, it looks like. So let me make my way over here. I'll tell you, it was built in 1903, and it was to replace the original church that was built in 1860. It says the 2 original steeples have been removed, and there's still an active congregation. So, just a nice stone building. Okay. Yeah, all right, St. Mary's Star of the Sea Catholic Church, established in 1860. Like I say, they're the Mass times. Again, great stained glass window. starfish up there in the crown. Hey, what is she standing on? I see an anchor and some sort of eel or something. Over there, that building says Fort MONROE Theater. I don't see it on the walking tour, but I'll just walk over, get a closer look. Oh, over here, rectory, same area, okay. There's the rectory. Oh, pretty neat. You still see the ticket booth. Maybe I can find a picture online of what it looked like back in the day. I wonder if it had lights on it and it was all lit up. No food or drinks in the theater. Okay. Cool little stop off. And now I'm headed over to the main gate, so kind of doing a big circle. Yeah, check these buildings out. Yeah, a whole row of them. And those keystones up there look pretty cool. Can't make out the design. Alright, let me walk back around. I need to go that way. Okay, I think the gate's going to be over there. Yeah, done a full loop coming up on number 18, the main gate. Yeah, a lot of African American history down here. Freedom's Fortress. Fort MONROE was the site of Major General Benjamin Butler's decision in 1861 to accept escaping slaves as contraband of war. Thousands of former slaves who cast off their bondage and sought sanctuary here called this the Freedom Fort. Oh yeah, and I remember reading about this when I was at the Appomattox Civil War Museum. Yeah, the first 3 enslaved men to seek a refuge here were Frank Baker, Shepard Mallory, and James Townsend. Yeah, so yeah, you can pause and read. Let me just take a closer look at the main gate. Well, here it is, the main gate, and this was the first portion of the fort to be completed. It was finished in 1820. And the little write-up talks again about the 3 enslaved. Huh. I think she just ran through the red light. Maybe she didn't understand you're supposed to stop. Alright, and what does that say? 1861 in memorial, the 3rd something artillery, oh, Pennsylvania heavy artillery. Okay, walk through here, stockade and guardhouse. Big iron door right here. Big hinges. So what does this say? The room in which you are standing, the present main gate walkway, was originally part of the guardhouse for Fort MONROE. The door in front of you, which leads to the individual cells as opposed to the large room in which you are standing. The guardhouse was remodeled in 1870 and replaced by a new guardhouse in 1900. Alright, so I've already walked through. I remember that big Lincoln gun was over there, but yeah, looks like they had this whitewashed. So, cool building over there. Alright, so let me walk back through. Number 18 is up here and to the right. And these last few require a little bit of walking. A lot of cool buildings around here. And yeah, I don't know what this is. Pretty big building, pretty cool cupola up there. And pretty cool surround sandstone around that window above the door. 60 Ingalls Road. So number 19 should be up here. See the white sign up there, it says Fort Monroe Arsenal, so this is gonna be number 19, it looks like. And this was the arsenal, and it was built in 1960, just on the eve, of course, of the Civil War. And it produced gun cartridges and stored weapons and ammunition. Speakers on that thing. All right, let's read this sign. Building 27, it was constructed, like I say, about 1860. In the Civil War, it was occupied by the machine shop of the Fort Monroe Arsenal. This arsenal specialized in the manufacture of Seacoast gun cartridges. I'm sorry, Seacoast gun carriages. And the sign is from 1973. Next stop, number 20, the contraband quarters. Cool. Okay, so number 20. Yeah, contraband quarters. Contraband quarters. It says, following the contraband decision in 1861, tens of thousands of enslaved men, women, children fled to Fort Monroe seeking freedom, leading to the creation of several contraband camps. All right, so, oh, here we are. So, I mean, yeah, this isn't the building, of course, but this is where it was. The corner of Ingalls, this is Ingalls and Patch Road, was the site of one such camp in 1863. Larger camps were established in nearby Phoebus and Hampton. Okay, well, pretty impressive building. And again, these fancy keystones, it almost looks like the Tudor Rose right there, kind of. I don't know. An iron porch over here. Maybe that was like an add-on or something. I don't know, but we've got one more stop. It's going to be up here. Oh, cool crest. I'll take a look at that. Almost made it. My gimbal just died out on me, so luckily I have my GoPro in my pocket, so I'll finish out with this. But coming up on the last stop, number 21, it will be the Contraband Hospital, and I imagine it's going to be this plaque right here. Yep, here it is, Contraband Hospital. We are here. So was it behind me? Oh yeah, Contraband Hospital, number 21. So right in there. But this is an overlay from December 31st, 1863. Contraband Hospital at Fort Monroe was constructed in 1863 on Ingalls Road to treat the wounded and sick former enslaved men, women, and children. Harriet Tubman would serve as a nurse and cook for several months. Pretty cool. All right, guys. That wraps it up. I've seen everything Fort Monroe has to offer. If you're coming, you can almost plan for an entire day. I got here at 9:30 and it's a little after 2 right now. And actually, I haven't even seen everything in the visitor center, so I'm gonna backtrack and finish up there. So anyway, yeah, I'm gonna get out of here. As always, like and subscribe. See you on the next one.